Hey, I'm D. Alvis, and I've interviewed tons of rock stars. Guys from Metallica, Poison, the ghost of John Bonham, even Gene Simmons' tongue. But none of them had the charisma, the sex appeal, or the talent of this guy right here. Welcome to How to Be a Rock Star with Big Matt Fisher.
I love when he doesn't show up. I can get to break that out. Typically, I only save it for like music-themed shows.
Yeah.
But fuck it, we'll bring it out for you. Returning to the show, we have our wonderful and esteemed, thus far only female guest. She's back for a second time. Miss Inky McStapleface, a.k.a. Crystal Callahan. Hello.
Hello. I'm back.
Thanks for coming on. We're kind of in a lull here. Well, I am without my co-host extraordinaire until whenever he gets the fuck back. But, I mean, he kicked rocks. I don't really miss him.
He went out for a pack of smokes and never came home.
Yeah, he's, I like having him here, but, I don't need him here. I just need him to put it up on the website.
I don't fucking need you.
No, I don't. I mean, he will be back. He's not. This is more of his pet project than mine. I'm just the co-host.
That's right.
So how are things? I'm glad you came by here. We've already Joe Rogan and what the fuck, Elon Musked it up a little bit here. And
fog machines.
Yeah. We were having a good old time. It's a fucking regular old weeknight. Just sit around here and fucking bullshit and talk shit.
Yeah, do nothing ass Wednesday, I guess. I'm glad to be back. I don't really have that much shit to talk about. Like,
we'll get it out of you.
Yeah, no, just fucking roll with it and shit. Like,
yeah, so how are things in the tattoo business?
Oh, going good, going steady, shit. Like, it's probably the busiest I've ever been after, like, everybody setting appointments for tax season and stuff. So yeah,
oh really?
Staying pretty steady with it.
I wonder. Now with that, is there any like season to that? Is there like tattoo season?
Kinda, sorta, yeah. Like, when did tax returns start rolling out? Because that's when everybody wants a sleeve.
Yeah.
No, well, actually, this past month, with it being, this month, with it being June, beginning of summer and everything, there's been a lot of cancellations because, people would rather go out and hit the beach or, do something else for, like, summertime, or, like, they know that they're going to be wanting to do something after their appointment time, so they're just like, I'll wait and see you later or something. I don't know.
Oh, but you're making them put a deposit down, right?
Yeah. No, it'll be like people that are working on a project or something. They've already been in like 2-3 times or something. They're going to be in another 2 or 3 times for something.
Either way, though.
Yeah, so some people are a bit more anticipating of their summertime habits. So, like, say they'll set up some appointments, skip a couple months because they know they're going to be doing shit during the summer.
Right.
But, like, for the most part, staying pretty steady. Ooh, the Baltimore Tattoo Convention was last month.
How was that?
That was.
I've never been. I've always kind of like wanted to, but I haven't really been to much of anything at the convention center. I went to one Comic-Con that my cousin dragged me to, and I enjoyed that. Just walking around and people watching and shit.
Yeah,
fun.
The tattoo convention is pretty much the only thing that I've ever gone to the convention center for. Like, I've wanted to go to, Awesome Con, Otakon, that sort of stuff and everything. I know Otakon's moved down to DC now and stuff, but like
yeah, I saw all those fucking nerds.
Yeah, and then I see the ticket prices and I'm like, you know what, I'll just hang out around the Inner Harbor. I'll go see some anime characters eating at Hooters, like whatever.
The Comic-Con I don't think was too expensive to get in. It was like maybe 25 or 35 bucks, but that got you nothing. I think a lot of them, they get on the tickets, it's like this, and then like, you get some sort of like, there's a seminar with so-and-so from such and such.
Yeah, and then
there's meet and greets and all that kind of shit.
There's the added extras. Yeah, the meet and greets, the souvenirs, the retailer booth things and shit like that, So the convention was fun. Like,
Were you working it?
Oh yeah, no. Black Lotus always does like the biggest booth possible for it. So we actually, I think it was like something like 8 or 10 booths that we took over. We actually set it up like a real tattoo shop in the middle.
Oh wow.
Like
so
there was like the jewelry area and shit like that. Yeah.
The only thing is
we went nuts with it.
like I feel like you're such on. Well, I don't know how like long the convention runs through, but I feel like it would just be such a limited time. Like, are you just doing mainly like smaller tattoos all day? You know, I can't imagine anybody's going to buy into something big.
Yeah, no, it depends. Like,
like it would be like, oh, here, it's this little thing I got here, and I got it because I was there. You know what I mean, kind of thing.
It depends on the artist, because there are some artists there that are so damn quick that like they can bang out like a half sleeve or your like calf or something. Like you can get some people, and especially if it's an artist that's traveling or somebody that's traveling to the artist. There'll be people that book with you like 3 days in a row to get something done. You'll just keep coming back and working on it and shit until you get like the whole thing done in like a 3-day span. But like, you know, so, but some people do like the little bangers and stuff. Like they'll have like the smaller things sitting out. It depends on whether you have like appointments and people that you've already like previously set something up with, or if you're trying to get people that are walking past to be interested in your art. You know?
Right. I would just be. I don't think that I would be setting one up for that just because I'd be worried about time constraints or whatever. But yeah. I don't know. I'd need to just. I haven't had a fucking tattoo since the last one you did, so that's how long it's been. A while.
Yeah, it's different strokes, different folks and stuff.
I need to.
Like,
it's just a matter like me.
I don't think I could get tattooed in that environment because there's just so much going on.
Too many fucking people walking around.
So
goddamn
much.
It. Like I mean, especially when I'm gonna get like a chest piece, have my man tits all hanging out.
Yeah.
Fucking, there's just a whole fucking herd of motherfuckers going by.
And then, like, oh, dude, you'd be surprised the amount of shit that you see there. I don't know. You might want to hang out. There's plenty of, like, bare naked asses and thongs rolling around and fucking fishnets and everything else.
I'm game.
Shit's nuts. But,
that's kind of how the Comic-Con was.
Yeah.
I mean, there was people, like, with legit really cool costumes. And then there was just, you know, there's chicks. And, hey, listen, if that's your day to go dress up and hooch it up and make you feel sexy, like, by all means, go ahead. I will not complain.
Yeah.
The only thing that was alarming, and I think I might have said this on the podcast prior, I don't know if I've told you this, was it was actually, like, I think the very first outfit I saw when I went, this was probably 6 years ago, maybe, when I went to Comic-Con. It's been a while. The first thing I cut, it was Catwoman, like kind of like the Michelle Pfeiffer costume, but a very form-fitting, slim, busty, slim chick. You know, I mean, she filled it out. She looked good in it, you know. And she had and with her was a guy dressed up like Batman. From the waist up, he was totally normal Batman. He had like the cowl, as they call it, which is like the mask head thing, whatever, cape and all that. From the waist down, he was in women's lingerie, and he had like fishnet stockings with like the clips holding them up, and she was leading him around on a leash.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, and he had high heels on too.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that they might have been asked to leave.
Maybe.
Because I mean, I don't know.
Oh no! Wait, I almost forgot. I have.
But
been
I remember
to a
that
Comic-Con. Yeah, no,
I just remembered.
No, it's been ages because this happened when I was like 18, 19 or something.
Oh,
so,
Christ.
I mean, there's a lot of bong resin on those memories. So, I mean, you got to scrape it off and find what's under.
I don't even think that I had known, like, at the age of 18, I don't even think I would have known what a Comic-Con was if you told me.
Oh, well, like...
I feel like that's a thing, like, in the last, that just became, like, the raging popular thing in the last, I don't know, 7, 8 years.
No, it wasn't here. It was actually out in Columbus, Ohio, because right after high school, I was like, fuck this place, I'm out, you know?
Right.
Like, yeah, so... Of course, of all places, glamorous Columbus, Ohio.
I've been. I was just in a
it's like
I'm
half city, half cornfield. Like that whole place. It's crazy.
I don't even remember much of it. I just have a whole bunch of family out in the Cleveland area.
Yeah.
I think we went down to Columbus because that's where Cedar Point is, right?
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
that near
well,
Columbus?
that's further up. That's like way up towards like the north of Ohio. Columbus is more like smack dab in the middle.
I thought that that's where Cedar Point was in Columbus, Ohio.
No, it's
I just remember the one
shit,
time we went to Cedar Point that it was like
Cedar Rapids, isn't it?
Huh?
No, wait, not Cedar Rapids.
No,
I'm fucking
Cedar Point.
stupid.
It's a fucking amusement park that has like 10 million goddamn roller coasters.
Okay, see, I'm
It's
not
like-
into roller. They scare the shit out of me. So that's probably why.
It's considered the roller coaster capital of the world. Like
Okay,
it is
gotcha.
insane how many coasters they have.
No,
in there.
I know that's more like the northern part of Ohio because like we went to one of the Great Lakes. I can't
You know
remember
who
which one
knows?
on a camping trip.
You know who knows where the fuck it is?
Fucking Dr. Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. 'Cause now I'm gonna sit here, and I'm not trying to like be
Yeah.
like, oh, you're wrong. You're fucking wrong. You don't know what the fuck.
Is
you're
it
talking
is it
about."
Cleveland or like are you thinking Cleveland? Because I
Wrong.
don't fucking know. But yeah, anyway, so I was living in Columbus, Ohio, and went to the Comic-Con, and like I was dating a guy who actually got me.
10 minutes too late. I'm still. Hold on. I'm still searching this shit out. God damn it. We're gonna answer this.
But yeah, he actually got me into comics and stuff for the most part. Like
Who's that?
An ex-boyfriend of mine. That
Oh.
yeah, like I don't,
He who shall not be named.
I don't want to give him too much credit in case he's
Yeah. We ain't gonna stroke your ego, motherfucker.
yeah, fuck you. No, I'm playing. No, but I read like his entire Hellboy collection because there was literally dick all to do in Columbus, Ohio. So I just read through his entire collection of comics and kind of got into it then. But no, I literally physically bumped into Lou Ferrigno on the way in, scared the shit out of myself.
Did you bump into him? He seems like he's a pretty big guy.
Okay,
Were you
so-
not looking up?
So we were standing in the lobby for about, say, an hour waiting. We had gotten there early because we wanted to get in like as soon as possible and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And this was like I said, I was like 18, 19, so I was still heavy in like my my goth aesthetic phase. So I had like my fucking big ass like Hot Topic boots on that
Yeah,
made me
it's
like
way-
6 foot tall.
It's way north. Just not to,
Way
just
north-
to
way
jump right.
north.
Yeah, I'm
Just a hop,
so
skip, and a
I'm
jump.
so I'm so I was so wrong. So
Yeah. No, we went camping up north one time, and I was like, oh, the roller coaster place. That I don't know. That's the only reason. why I knew it.
Sandusky, Ohio is where it's called,
gotcha.
and yeah, it's right up near the fucking
Oh, hey,
lake.
Callahan Auto Parts. All right.
Was that
fuck
in
yeah.
Sandusky, Ohio?
I believe so. Yeah, I got tons of T-shirts with it on there. I'm pretty sure it
damn.
is. But yeah, no, we were waiting in the lobby for like an hour and shit. Bored as fuck, just talking. They opened up the doors. We started walking in, and as we're walking in, I turned around and was kind of walking backwards, talking with my boyfriend and his friend. And then just, I thought the line was going to keep going and thoof right into someone. Turn around, and keep in mind I got my big-ass boots on, so I'm already like 6 foot tall in these things. I'm not a small girl to begin with. So I turn around, and I am like eye to nipple with someone in a gray T-shirt. And I look up, and it's Lou fucking Ferrigno. And I'm like, I just bumped into the Hulk. I just bumped into the Hulk. Oh, God, I just bumped into the Hulk.
I'm guessing this. You said this was the Comic-Con or whatever.
Yeah, he was
I
there
guess
to sign shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
figured. Yeah.
But no, like just my immediate sheepish fucking like sorry. And, like, he's not really the Hulk, but I can't separate that at that moment when you're staring him in his fucking nipple.
He's still a giant fucking
Still a
human
big
being. There was a
motherfucker,
reason he got
yeah.
that fucking gig.
I was like, if I stepped
And
on his
even-
toe, I wouldn't have felt it.
Like some of those
big-ass
guys
boots.
like get like a little deflated in their old age, but nah,
No.
not so much him. Like
No.
Arnie's shrunk a bit.
And you also got to think that this is like what now, like 15 years ago or something. Like yeah, so he was even more like still brick shit house.
Oh
when he was-
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure, because I mean,
just like a peck bigger than my fucking head. It was,
yeah,
terrifying.
I have like friends. Like, I got a couple groups of friends that like go to those like horror
Big
conventions.
deaf motherfucker.
Yeah. He didn't.
He didn't hear me coming.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I didn't want to get into fucking goddamn tormenting the handicap, but hey, this is an audio format. He wouldn't be able to fucking hear it anyway.
Who told him?
Hey, yeah, which one of you motherfuckers is signing to the Hulk?
Yeah. Shit.
I apologize to any of our deaf listeners.
Yeah. They're accepting donations from Braille ATM.
Hell, you can kiss my ass.
Fuck all the deaf people.
Who told?
So, but I have some friends and stuff that are like super into like going to like those horror conventions and getting the pictures. And I mean, I guess everybody does it in their own fashion. I get pictures with band guys all the time. But most of those are just, I just run into them. I'm not really directly paying out of pocket for it. The only ones I've paid for is like Hatebreed's VIP thing, but that's also because it's super fucking cheap. It's like $25. You get in there early, and they give you a whole bag of merch, and you meet the band. You know, and it's just I've done that at like the last 7 or 8 tours. I got like a pile of posters with signed by them.
See, I think mostly I'm too much of a pussy to like go and ask. Not a pussy, but like
do you get
it's
like
not that I'm afraid of, but it's like one of those things where I
starstruck?
feel like not so much starstruck. Like I could ask, but I feel like I'm just bothering them. You know what I mean? Like they're here for other shit. Like if they're not at a booth asking for like signatures
Right,
and
then I
pictures
don't
and
want-
shit, then
yeah.
I don't want to like get anywhere like.
Yeah.
So, like, going back to the Baltimore Tattoo Convention, bringing that back up. So, Sunday, Jeff Goldblum was there.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck is he? Does he even have tattoos?
Jeff Goldblum. Well, like, a lot of people have gotten Jeff Goldblum tattoos, you know, like Sexy Goldblum
When did
from, like,
this become-
Jurassic Park and shit. Memes.
Yeah,
dude.
like memes
have
have
fucking taken over.
Yeah, like I was like, I hadn't thought about Jeff Goldblum, and I couldn't tell you how fucking long. And then it was like the internet exploded, and now apparently every fucking woman on earth coochie is twinging at the thought of Jeff Goldblum.
But, yeah, like.
Oh, yeah,
so-
no, I did see your
Yeah,
pictures.
yeah.
Instead of going up and trying to get a picture with him, you're fucking just sitting there snapping pictures like a real fucking
Yeah, just
psychopath.
like a real fucking psycho. Like I'm gonna fucking just
Yeah,
run
like
up with a
a-
bag. Like I'm just gonna run up with a fucking pillowcase and try to take him home Borat style. Like
dude-
you are mine now.
Do me a favor, and that zoomed in picture of him, I would like to make sure you send it to me because I will send it to Sean because that'll be up on the website as the picture for this
shit.
fucking episode.
All right, yeah.
Because that is, I mean, I know he absolutely for sure is used to that.
Yeah, absolutely. But he was there filming something for Nat Geo because of the tattoos of him, and he was like sitting in Shanghai Kate's booth, and he tattooed like a pound of flesh hand, which is like a rubber hand for like practice stuff or whatever.
Yeah, just the name alone was a little
Yeah,
alarming.
yeah. Well, it's because it's a small hunk of rubber.
Pound of hand. I'm like,
yeah,
oh.
pound of hand. I don't know, like fucking fister. Anyway, but like. So he was doing some stuff for Nat Geo, and he had like his whole team of walkie-talkies and polo shirts around him and shit, you know. So it's like one of those
Yeah.
things. He's already got a perimeter.
Yeah.
And like there were tons of people that like saw him, hung out with him, pictures and everything. I saw it all over like Instagram.
Right.
But because he was swarmed like that, I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take my pictures from afar like a real psychopath, and then like go pin them to my
Well,
wall and put lipstick on them or something. I don't know.
I'm sure, like, if it was like more of a settled down kind of thing, and you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
ask politely. Usually, all of these people are normal human beings, and as long as
Yeah.
you don't act like a fucking complete.
Well, like I have
if you're polite, I feel like I feel the
Yeah.
first thing, the number one thing, whenever I see anybody in any sort of band, whatever, like I don't just do
Yeah.
the whole thing where I like just scream their name like a maniac,
oh yeah.
because I feel like that. Even though that they may be like a big rock star or whatever, they're still normal people.
They're still
How
people.
do you feel when you start someone's just randomly hollering your fucking name out
Yeah.
of nowhere? It's a little startling,
Yeah.
especially because like I don't know who this guy is. Is he saying my name because he's happy to
Is
see
there
me,
gonna
or
be a gun drawn or something?
or is he waiting for me to turn around to get one last glimpse of him before he fucking pulls the fucking trigger on the 45?
Yeah.
So-
who's trying to be famous? You
Yeah.
know, like fucking. It's one of those things that like they're just regular people. You don't want to swarm them or anything like that. Like and while I can be really polite, I have no issue with being polite. I'm not that person that's gonna like run up and try to like fucking steal his hair or anything like that.
Like pluck one singular hair.
I have nothing normal to say ever, whether it's a celebrity or anybody else. I'm just not normal when it comes to speech, and I don't know how I could say anything normal to somebody who's on my shower curtain. You know, like, Sexy Goldblum from fucking Jurassic Park last year, one of my buddies gave me, for Christmas, a shower curtain with him artistically rendered onto the shower curtain.
Is it the best one that you should have gotten?
with
was
his
one-
shirt open
Yeah.
in that leaned pose?
Uh-huh.
Yes, it is that one.
But I liked
Yeah.
when they made the GIF where they took.
Oh, the guy, like, laying his head on it and stuff.
What's his name?
Fuck. It's not like he's going to get pissed we didn't give him credit. You know, it's like,
No,
hey, this
but
fucking small podcast could...
I remember I didn't give a fuck about Jeff Goldblum. I thought he was like the best when I was a kid. Like he was such a good actor in that movie.
Sam something... No, wait.
Is he another gold? Is he something gold something too?
No, fuck, what the hell?
Oh.
If my husband listens to this, he's going to be so fucking disappointed in me because he points this dude out in so many different episodes and movies and things.
Oh, he's been in
and,
a
like,
ton of shit.
Yeah, he's everywhere, but he's just Jurassic Park guy to me. I don't know, or Merlin, because he was in like a 3-parter made-for-TV Merlin series. Oh, and Event Horizon. I'm just going to sit here and name all the shit he's been in.
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill. I knew he had like a 2 first name. I got the Sam part. I
don't know why I wanted to say something about gold. I don't know.
I don't know.
We spare no expense.
Because he's golden, that's why.
I haven't seen the first Jurassic Park in fucking ages. I might have to break that back out.
It's the only good one.
Do you remember
the
that?
rest of them are garbage. Just
Like
absolute hot garbage.
If you really want to like scrape back into like absolute ancient fucking history, elementary school.
Ancient.
Yeah. Do you remember like I think it was like 4th or 5th grade when Jurassic Park came out, and then they had like that stupid choir, like if you had like chorus or music, whatever, they had us like singing this song that was supposed to be like inspired by Jurassic Park. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh my god! Wait, hold on.
It was called Jaws of the Jurassic.
Oh god, yeah, glimpses of it. Wasn't there like a dance or some sort of shit that went with it?
I don't remember a dance.
Like not a dance, but like there was always movements to go with some shit. You know, like.
Yeah, but I don't know. I was thinking about that song the other day. I mean, it's a piece of shit, but like, I liked it so much that I remember that I had. I guess like if you would talk to the teacher or something, you could buy a cassette tape of it.
Yeah.
And like, because I totally did. And I was captured only by time. Only by time. Fucking stupid ass shit.
I feel like most of the shit from elementary school I've blocked out by now. Like any of the shit.
Well, that was a really that was a big one because like I remember
the teacher's name, Miss Graves.
Yeah, I remember her. Yeah,
I remember her. I remember xylophones and a bunch of other like tinkery shit, and how, the music room was attached to the cafeteria.
You get that whatever that thing is. It's shaped like a fish, and it's got like the grooves in it, and you just run a stick up and down it. What the fuck is?
I don't know.
Should I look that up on Google too?
Fucking fishboard.
Yeah, Big Matt. Listen to Big Matt Fisher and Crystal. Fucking sit here and fucking look things up on Google.
Oh shit! I'm already on the podcast. Can I be in the band? I'll play the fishboard. Yeah, just jamming out on the fishboard.
I'll give you some of those and like the Shakers.
I'll come out dressed like Nikki Sixx all the time. Oh, speaking of which, Black Lotus is doing an 80s tattoo flash day, July 12th. That means we'll have a bunch of pre-drawn 80s themed like designs and stuff, and we're doing first come first serve walk-ins. So
and then they're like, what, like you should send me some or let me know what they're going to be like. Okay. I need to get what I need to do is I just need to get a new tattoo. And then I'm going to go from there.
Well, right now I'm drawing a bunch of, like, dumb shit like Muppets and Brave Little Toaster and shit. But, like, I
love Brave Little Toaster.
We're doing, you can get him with blanket as a cape that says Be Brave over top, just get it upside down on your wrist because it's for you. And,
I think I know what my next tattoo is going to be.
Okay.
This is real simple.
We're going to do an on-air consult.
Dude, this is so fucking simple. This will be the most boring tattoo you've ever done in your life.
I'm glad this is happening now and not like an email at 1 a.m. So,
when I'm like fucking shit faced.
Yeah, just shit hammered, misspelling, hammer thumbing, fucking eagle.
I want a big fucking eagle.
It says beagle instead. Big fucking beagle with an American flag.
How many of those have you ever gotten? You gotten a bunch of those?
Oh god, tons.
Yeah,
tons.
that's awesome.
Just like
especially like if they're your friends. I feel like it'll be even more annoying about it. Like I don't want to.
Dude.
It's like, dude, I don't want to fucking like. Imagine if you hang out with a person enough. It's like if you have a like I don't fucking want to talk about it. Like, just come in there and let's talk money, and then we'll get it done. I feel like if you get to a point where like I don't want to hear anything like from any of you mother. Like I wouldn't even want to tell people that I'm a tattoo artist because I don't want to fucking start hearing, Deborah and Susan, the mother parents or the aunts of this friend of mine, sit there and start going on a whole thing about how they want to get like a. I was thinking about, this thing with like an infinity sign or whatever the fuck, or tribal sweeping butterfly above my ass. We need to bring that back, by the way.
The tramp stamp?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm doing a lot of tramp stamp covering now, so like you're gonna see a lot of floral bouquets coming out of butt cracks and stuff.
The fuck out of here.
But
it needs a renaissance. Oh, my tattoo here.
Yeah.
I got it. I have to click. There's 2 other human beings that have this tattoo already.
Oh, okay.
I've already discussed the one, and I was just because I loved the idea of it, and I was like, dude, can I mean, I know it's your thing, and he's like, dude, I don't. He's like, yeah, you should totally do it. And I'm like, okay. It would be, it just like I'm guessing like right around the shin. I'm thinking, no, bold,
No.
lowercase cap words. That's it, and with a period.
I was about to say punctuation or no punctuation.
Yeah, just and about that big.
Oh, okay.
Like about the size of a pack of cigarettes.
It makes me think of the oblongs. You remember the oblongs from like Cartoon Network?
No, I mean I know the name, but
yeah.
I'm not familiar.
The
with
main
the show.
character Milo, he had a shirt that just said "no" with a period on it. It's just no. Yeah, no, I'm down.
I was like, oh, it's nothing.
No.
This is something that it's pretty easy to handle. I'll talk to you more about that because I got to talk to the one dude because it's one guy has like on his calf, the other dude has it on his forearm. I thought it would be a good spot because when you're rocking out on the stage,
put your shin up on the.
Yeah, you always put your foot up on the fucking monitor. Like I want one of those little boxes, but I don't want to look like all the slam bands that are like 17, and like all of them got boxes. I guess their parents made and shit. Like we played gigs with one, they're like young as shit. They had fucking lights and stuff in them.
The fuck?
And I'm like, yo, you ain't even out of high school. Like goddamn, your parents are fucking going broke funding the goddamn fucking shit for this band.
But
well, I'm sorry, I was interrupting the shit out of you.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good.
So I wanted to finish my fucking thought about the fucking stupid tattoo.
Oh no, I do that shit with everybody all the time. Like if I don't finish a thought, it's gonna go out of my ear, and then I'm never gonna see it again. But no, like circling back around to like not wanting to tell people I'm a tattooer. I stay really open to stuff, and like I don't mind like conversations with my friends and stuff where like. It organically comes up like, oh, hey, yeah, I was thinking about this, blah, blah, blah. And then,
yeah, but it's got to get old after a while, though.
There are certain occasions, like I will say, if it's like 2 in the morning and somebody's expecting like an immediate response because I'm like dicking off on Facebook or something, it's like, okay, I saw your message. I'll get back to you during business hours.
Yeah. Like you gotta. Like,
just because I'm on here doesn't mean that I'm like doing business. I'm laying down half asleep with a cat on me trying to fucking go to bed.
Yeah, I'll holler at you about it when I get back to the office.
It depends on the attitude of the person that's coming at. Like if they're coming at me like I'm being an asshole because I'm not responding to them at 2 o'clock in the morning. Then I kind of flip a switch a little bit, but for the most part, I don't mind because I do the same thing. Like there's times where it's like maybe 2 in the morning is the only time that you really
but even
laying there to send
even
shit.
If you think though the thing is like something like one thing I'm finding out is that I guess for your own sanity, a lot of promoters do this kind of shit because like they're way more easily accessible with Messenger, right? Mm-hmm. Like you can just hit them up on Facebook and like. I could sit and chat with 1 or 2 of them, but like he'll straight up say any of the business shit, dude. Just email me because like that way it's in a series of things and like it's thought out, detailed stuff. Like it's not just a chatter, Yeah,
it's not back and forth. There's something concrete that you can go back to like review notes and stuff.
Yeah, it's just like if they hit you up, you're like, hey, send all your ideas to this email and I'll get back to them when I go to work.
Well, that's how I used to handle it. Now that I'm over at Black Lotus, they take care of everything at the front desk. So now if somebody hits me up with a message, like it's really kind of a not
you got to go
not
through
a
our
copy
channels.
and paste, but it's like you got to handle that with the front desk. I can't make any appointments or anything like that. Like you can discuss ideas with me, and I'll say yay or nay.
That would make that's a good thing, though.
But to like set something up, like they
I feel like that makes everything way more streamlined and efficient and official.
So it also helps out that like if somebody's hitting me up, it's mostly just a chit chat about it. It's not that like I gotta open the books and fucking accept a PayPal or any sort of shit like that. Like I just basically is like. Yeah, I'd love to do that Sailor Moon thing on your butt cheek. Whatever, cool. Let's fucking rock. Awesome. Talk to them on Monday or something. Like, I don't know.
Sailor Moon. That's a fucking... Oh, you know what? My cousin, his last name is Moon, and he is in the Navy. So technically, he is Sailor Moon.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, one of these... I might... he's not the most talkative guy in the world. They listen to the podcast sometimes. I would be better off having his wife on. Because she'd talk my fucking ear off. Even like if I need to find out how he's doing, I just hit her up. She'll tell me what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the wonderful. Let me get my stupid fucking plugs out of the way.
Oh, go.
If I'm gonna go, I'm hoping that we can maybe get this up tomorrow, but I don't know. Saturday, motherfuckers. It's coming down the wire. If you want to go to the Fate Maker Music Festival Part 2, give me a shout. Got to do that before Saturday daytime, or you're gonna be shit out of luck. And July 10th, we just got booked at the Depot in Baltimore. It's a Wednesday night, but we are playing with Gutted Christ, which I'm fucking stoked about. I'm like, fuck. We play so many fucking shows where, we're the heaviest thing on the bill, and it doesn't really make sense. We're not death metal, but this is way more our crowd. So I'm fucking stoked for that show. And and then we're going to fucking bumfuck Egypt, Pennsylvania in August, which I'm also excited for because I'm finally getting out of the state. It's apparently some shithole in some little small bar in Clearfield, Pennsylvania. It's 4 hours away. It's a 4-hour drive, and I'm like, but what I heard is that there's not much to do out there, so the bar will usually draws really well just because it'll be a Friday night, and that's just where everybody in town goes. So that could be a rager. Who knows? Yeah. With a bunch of country folks.
There's not a whole lot.
Either that or they'll fucking hate us. I'm cool with that too, honestly.
I so hope it's one of those bars that has the chain link fence.
Oh,
in
the
front
chicken
of the
wire.
Thing. Yeah, the chicken wire, so you don't get hit with bottles.
I gotta
and
go
shit.
in there and lie and tell them that hey, we play both kinds of music, country and western.
So that one band, what would you? Gutted Christ. Yeah.
Gutted Christ. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
awesome.
a good. They're from Richmond, Virginia. I've heard the name before, but they're not. They're on Spotify and stuff, but I mean they're still kind of a regional band.
But see, that's the thing that I really appreciate about metal, even though I don't listen to a whole lot of it. Creative fucking names, and the fact that it just tells you right away what you're getting out the box.
Sometimes
it's not oh, what is that? Easy listening? Is that R&B? What do they do? Is that pop? Is it what is it? No.
Kenny G is featured on this Gutted Christ album.
Yeah, exactly.
That was there. There's Infant Annihilator. That's a good one.
Yeah, my buddy John would be able to list so many. One, he was telling me all sorts of band names, and the one that always stuck out to me was Lawnmower Death or something. I'm like, what the? Fuck?
I don't know if I'm sure that's a band. But
I don't know if it's more metal or more punk. I also know was it Leftover Crack is one that makes me laugh.
Yeah,
all the fucking
time.
Yeah,
that.
I have never heard any other fucking music whatsoever.
They're
or maybe I have, and I just don't know. But just Leftover Crack makes me giggle so fucking hard. There's never anything left.
Yeah. Leftover Crack doesn't exist. If you know anything about crack, I've heard that name's been around for a long, long time. I'm not terribly familiar. I think that has something to do with the band Anal Cunt.
Oh, I love Anal Cunt in all of their song titles. Every song's a minute and a half, and it's just awful. Everything's just
I think
awful.
One of the guys from that died or something like that, so I don't think they're really ever
gonna.
Yeah, I don't think they're ever gonna be a thing again. Also, I'm coming up. Brandon, who's been on the show twice, my cousin, was he's the tour manager for the Murder Junkies, Gigi Allen's band.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they're coming to town.
I saw one of those fake article things or whatever where they were saying that a hologram Gigi Allen was going to be throwing feces at Coachella.
Yeah, it was.
I might go to that.
Yeah, it was the Hard Times, I believe.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Hard Times, the onion of all things metal related stuff.
Yeah, I follow a few of them. Reductress is one of those.
I don't know.
It's one of the more it's an anti-Cosmo magazine or something. One of them was how to burn sage in your vagina to remove Tyler's negative dick energy or something. It was dumb shit like that.
I saw an article that was sent to me the other day, and it might have been through them or something else, and it was about right time for summertime, how to tie dye your butthole.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and it was I started reading a little bit of the article and laughed at it because it was the days of just bleached asshole are weren't enough. Now we can tie dye it.
Well, you got to bleach before you can color your hair. So if you bleach your asshole, a little bit of Kool-Aid or something. I don't know.
Right. I mean,
I hear Baboon Pink is in this shit. Like,
Yeah.
nothing says beach ready like a bright pink anus.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I go for.
Yeah, you could always like dye it with some glow in the dark, UV reactive stuff. Find it in the dark.
Yeah, when
That's
I was
fun at like the nightclubs and shit where they do blacklight night.
Yeah, like I mean, when I was a kid, you always used to hear that, like, oh, like, nothing. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. No, fuck it. I'll say it. The
You can
joke.
always edit it out later. Sean,
No, he won't
Sean, grab
edit.
this.
No, he will not edit. No, don't even say that because now he'll isolate it and fucking just play it. I was like, like a snippet on
It's
there.
gonna
but-
have like a fucking drop beat to it. And shit.
no, it was a joke back in the day. They used to say like, "Oh, black girl's coochie's like glow in the dark," like.
glow in the Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
and it was a joke.
Oh, your Pasadena's showing.
Yeah,
it
it was a joke. Obviously,
Yeah, no, I've
black.
heard it,
Yeah,
I've heard
it's
it,
just
yeah.
and then there was that, and it was like, oh, if they're Oriental or Asian, that they're sideways.
Oh, Jesus.
That was, but listen, I was like just going to say a fucked up joke like that. That reminds me, like earlier, I was went down like a YouTube rabbit hole of like old Don Rickles roasts.
Oh, Christ.
And holy fucking shit, the racist ass things that he would say back then that like he would be they would be trying to kill that old man.
Oh, yeah.
But like it was funny. And the
Yeah.
people that he was saying it, like he was like everyone was laughing and seemed to be
Yeah.
enjoying themselves, but it definitely wouldn't. It's kind of like Archie Bunker stuff.
I feel like it depends the company you're keeping and shit like that because like the friends that I have like I feel like if the jokes that you're making like are more observational and actually funny or whatnot and like y'all are on like this like all the same level and shit with it where it's like yeah we all know it's just jokes I'm
but
gonna catch it either way but
you
like,
can tell by a person's
I don't know.
tone and all that
yeah
stuff.
yeah like what kind
'Cause
of like
as a guy that delivers to like construction sites and stuff, I
Yeah.
deliver to a whole lot of Hispanic people, and they're always great to me.
yeah
Those are my motherfucking dudes.
yeah
But like, like there's some like white guys, and I don't know, like there was one guy who he no longer works for that company, and I won't mention any names anyway. But I used to not like him because how he talked to his helpers, where we were all the Spanish dudes.
Oh, yeah.
Just because he was a fucking dick.
Yeah, yeah.
And little things like honestly, like they all spoke a bit of English, but like when we would run through, like I would have different sizes of pipe and stuff, and like as I was handing it to him because it's not really labeled on the outside, I would start throwing the 4-inch, and like I would be like Quattro, and like they started giving him shit. They're like, hey, the truck driver knows some Spanish. What the fuck is wrong with you? And he's like, I'm not going to. I refuse to. Like, just to give you a tip on how this guy,
Yeah.
like, he had like a fucking like a thin blue line bracelet. Like,
okay.
this dude was like he was just a douchebag. Like he just was a
rolling around
douche.
in the stereotypes,
Yeah, yeah, but and like just he would feel like, and I don't have time to argue with him. And I'm at work. Mostly it's just like, get the shit off my truck. I gotta just keep rolling. But he would always come over like with that whole like, don't get too comfortable with me to tell me some really fucked up shit.
Yeah, that's the fucking worst.
Yeah,
isn't
like
it?
just because like I'm another white person, I do not feel how you do. Like,
holy shit, dude!
Yeah, it's like
the amount of shit that's been whispered to me sideways that I just sit there and go, what the fuck? Yeah, like,
really in the tattoo world? I guess maybe.
Yeah, the tattoo world and like just having grown up down in like Pasadena.
Pasadena.
Which I mean, I hate to paint Pasadena like that. Pasadena,
Pasadena
can be
is
a beautiful
actually-
area. It's nice and everything, but
Pasadena's
it has a
alright.
cast of characters down around that area. I can say
It's
at least that
we
much,
got whoever the fuck. There's a couple, and I've mentioned them on this show before. All of you motherfuckers down there, your jacked up pickup trucks, and having like I don't really fucking give a shit if you have a jacked up pickup truck, but just if you got a Confederate flag flying in the back of it, just know that I think you're a fucking douche, and that. I don't even want to hear a heritage not hate fucking thing. You do it just because you honestly probably get a kick out of making fucking people feel uncomfortable. So fuck you. Like that's it. That's all. That was my feelings on it forever ago. And that there's still a couple of them doing it, at least when I was still working part time at Domino's. You would see them like on like a Friday night or whatever. Like, here come these fucking douchebags.
Yeah,
you know?
it's for the reactionary sort of like group club mentality sort of
micro
thing,
penis
stuff.
syndrome, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's all that. I think it's like they have the jacked up truck that just gotta like turn everything up to 10 to like, that overcompensating.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, if you
look
wanna-
at me, I'm so bad. Like.
You jack up your truck and everything. That's cool. That's fine. Whatever. Like I got a little tiny Chevy Spark that I like have covered in pink leopard print and shit. Do whatever the fuck you want to your
It
car.
is fucking adorable, by the way. When I went out to get that,
look like a little wind-up toy.
Congratulations, because you've how long? I mean, you got your like license, right?
Yeah. I've been it's provisionals, but the Cinderella shit doesn't mean for any shit for somebody who's like 33.
No,
as long as I'm not like running people over.
No,
the
they're not.
sidewalk.
They didn't really give. I got pulled over when I had provisionals at like 1, and they didn't give a fuck. They were just like, go home.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. When I was walking out there to grab the tablet out of my truck, I saw like the little new driver sticker on the back, and I was like, "Look at this little roller skate."
Well, so that way, like, if I fuck up, people don't think I'm on my phone or drunk or something like that, Because like I'm doing everything legit and safe and everything. I even saved a turtle the other day. So that that was my first driving emergency. I pulled over to the side, threw hazards on, and then ran this little turtle into the grass. So
oh, that was nice of you. Did you pick him up?
Well, yeah.
Was it like a little box turtle?
Yeah, it was
something?
just a little box turtle. So I picked him up and he like smacked the shit out of me with his little hands and stuff. And then I just like took him over to the grass, put him in, and ran back to my car. So.
Well, that was very nice of you.
But yeah, no, I've been driving for like about a month and a half and shit. It's not too bad considering that like with my job, I missed the morning rush hour stuff, and then I'm going home after the other rush hours. Yeah, and like I mostly take the side road, so I'm not really going above 40 all that much. So.
Still working your way to getting like on the major highways.
Yeah, waiting to become impatient, pretty much. Like right now, I'm patient. We'll see how long that lasts, but I'm
glad. Was it
I
like?
do live up in the Baltimore area, so there's certain roads that I avoid just out of like annoyance. Like I live right off of like I don't want to tell people where I live, but anyway.
You can tell me off the air.
In and around like 40 and shit like that. I don't like taking 40 just because like
Pulaski
fucking like 3 lanes, people just shifting from every which way.
You like hit
stuff,
Rosedale, and it's like nothing but it's just like those sleazy hotels and shit.
Yeah,
like every one of them's got an hourly rate. Like you can take the sheet off the bed and stand it up in the corner.
Oh god.
Like the only thing keeping the bed bugs out is the amount of fucking jizz.
Oh, yeah, it's like encased in it. Yeah, looks like a Krispy Kreme donut. Serta Krispy Kreme donut. But yeah, no, like I don't right now, especially because I just started driving. That whole boxed in feeling, like that 3-lane shit. I can't do that 3-lane shit.
It's nerve wracking.
That's much, But
like even when I just went, and that's what I literally fucking do for a living.
Yeah.
When I went a couple weeks back, I had to make the drive up to Cleveland, and when you hit parts of that like Pennsylvania Turnpike, there's construction going on all over the place. So like they will put like 2 tight Jersey walls on 1 lane, and like it's like, and you just feel like you're in like the Indianapolis 500 going through it. It's like,
and I mean, Baltimore is the land of never-ending construction, so it's like from
everywhere
the time,
is.
Yeah, well, like from the time that like we moved up around there and shit, fucking like every off ramp, every like side road, every merge lane and shit has had its own little tear up times and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you got all the roads where like people are parked shittily down each side, so that gives you like this tiny little space to get
where you
through.
like just can squeak your mirrors through.
So you're
gotta love that.
You're like ducking in between cars to let other cars pass
I do that
and stuff.
all fucking day long.
God, dude.
DC, yeah, that's all I do. It sucks.
Fuck.
Yeah, and like it's basically like when I make a turn on a certain roads, if I see another vehicle, it's kind of like we're gonna play chicken real quick.
Yeah.
But normally, what I do is like I'll just take it and start heading that direction. They'll get the fuck out of my way.
Well,
if you get blocked in by that and traffic comes behind them, they will never, ever, ever let you out.
Yeah.
So you got to be like I drive that fucking big ass truck better than I drive my own. I will fuck you up in that motherfucker. Get the fuck out my way.
Well, yeah, you got a big ass truck and all the other shit and everything. Now, see, I got that little tiny roller skate out there. So, like, my ass drives like a little grandma in a wind-up car. Like, so
That's
if
fine.
that shit's turning yellow, my ass is stopping. They can eat a dick.
Oh,
you know, like,
I do the same shit down there. Safety first. You
I
know?
flipped my first finger the other day.
Did you?
Well, somebody with their lights off during the rain and shit made a U-turn and like got in front of me and like started going 20. You know, so I slowed down, and then the person behind me was like flashing lights behind me, so I'm flipping them off. Like, what the fuck do you want?
Yeah,
me
like
to do?
yeah,
you know, like yeah.
yeah,
So.
like that. I mean, are they not aware that there was someone in front
it's
of
like,
you?
well, I mean, their lights were off, so maybe they didn't see him either or something.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
No, like I caught it, you know, obviously, but you know, like I was saying, I've been driving for about a month and a half, and I gotta say that I'm kind of over it already. This kind of blows, but like, I got 33 solid fucking years of not having to deal with this shit myself. But you know,
yeah, but it's nice to be able to just kind of get up and go whenever you want.
Oh, yeah,
not have
absolutely.
to worry about
That's-
somebody else fucking, you know, or calling an Uber or whatever.
I feel like it's turned me into a better person. Now I show up with coffee for people. And
Yeah, no
fucking
shit.
Do all sorts of shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, let's hey, once again, yeah, like let's give you thank you. She showed up. This is to anyone and everyone listening. If I have you on this fucking show, if you want to get in my good graces, bring me snacks, drinks, treats, anything along those lines, and I will forever love you. I mean, that, you know, she showed up here with Starbucks coffee. I don't like when you said you can fancy anything from Starbucks. I was like, yeah, fucking right. But like, I'm not one of those people that goes into Starbucks, so their menu confuses the fuck out
like
of me.
I figured you weren't one of those people, but I mean, hey, we've talked about stereotypes and people that don't fit them and shit. So,
Right.
You know, I don't know. Maybe you wanted a caramel macchiato drizzle with a crumble or some sort of shit. I don't know.
I go to Dunkin' Donuts and stuff for sure, but like honestly, the only two,
mostly.
yeah, the only two things I get is like iced coffee or regular coffee. One or the other. I just don't.
Yeah.
The other stuff, every time I've like gambled with it, like let's try this, I haven't been too crazy about it.
Yeah.
I mean the frappes and all that kind of shit, yeah, they're good, but like that's not like if I'm gonna drink something like that, I got to be like in the mood for fucking ice cream or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's a little much.
I've been
know?
stuck on this pink shit. That's really
Yeah,
the
what
only
is
reason
that
why,
anyway?
It's are we plugging them? Can they get money?
Yeah.
Cards or something? Come
They
on,
don't
fuck
need
me.
any fucking
They don't
plugs.
need our help.
But I mean, I will happily accept the
no,
fucking
this,
at least a gift card. That'd be nice.
This delicious mango dragon fruit lemonade.
Oh, now
from
you're really
Starbucks.
now you're really
no.
sucking Starbucks
Yeah,
ass.
no, fucking give me money.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
What is it called? What is it?
It's a mango dragon fruit lemonade. Really, the purpley pink color is what got me because you know what a fucking whore I am for this color.
Right. I don't even give a shit what it is.
Yeah,
Just
it's
give
like,
me
I don't
that.
care. It could taste like
Like
fucking,
it's fucking transmission fluid.
yeah, it tastes like a foot and like belly button. I don't care. I'm gonna whatever. I've probably put worse in my mouth. I don't know. You don't know me.
Yeah. I for sure have. I can guarantee that.
There's a lot of my 20s I don't remember.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so like I don't know.
What
I
the
saw
fuck
this
is
and
it?
it just looked cool, and I'm like, whatever. Fuck it. It's some fruity lemonade shit. I don't know, berry stuff.
I don't think I've ever had a dragon fruit.
Yeah, try it. I don't know. Look up
Yeah,
what a
I'll take
Google a dragon
Yeah,
fruit.
I'll
They look
take a-
really they look really cool. There's a reason why they call them a dragon fruit because like they have like these scales to them. Like the fruit is like that color on the outside with like green and stuff.
It's tangy.
Yeah.
It's not bad though.
Nah.
I don't know. I mean, I could drink that. I mean, you know, I would drink.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been in the mood for juice lately. I don't know what the fuck my problem is. Fucking juice.
Well, dragon fruit.
Yeah, dragon fruit. Fancy.
Like it always feels like, you know. Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that fucking exotic ass.
They look
looking
like
shit.
fucking weird radishes almost, like real big ass, like scaly radishes.
Yeah, like the fact that the inside of it is white like that.
That's even
little-
more alarming.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck.
Is that like it looks like it's a cookie and cream center or
Yeah,
something?
you start thinking like, is this color mean it's poisonous? Like what?
I don't. Yeah, I mean, if I was like in a situation like, you know, Survivor Man, where I'm by myself, I'm not eating that
Yeah,
fucking
it's like,
thing.
do you lick it?
No.
Am I gonna trip balls? It looks like I'm gonna trip balls. I'm kind of disappointed it won't make me trip balls.
Yeah.
Looks like some Alice in Wonderland level shit, you know?
It doesn't. I mean, is that like an Asian thing? I mean,
Oh, fucking no. That's probably why they call it a dragon fruit. I don't know. tropical
no,
shit.
it's a cactus thing.
Oh, it's a cactus. Oh,
According to this, a pitaya is like the actual name of it. A pitaya?
Oh.
A pitaya or a pitaya,
Probably
the fruit of several different cactus species indigenous to the Americas.
to the Americas. No shit. Okay.
So yeah, hey, we
learned a thing.
Hey, rest of the world. Well, they say Americas, which I got a feeling that it's not United States. Americas could just be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that these are grown in Columbus or anything like that. Like,
yeah, fuck
there's
you.
a
I got
bunch
dragon
of-
fruit in my backyard.
there's
This
a
sounds
bunch
very.
more, like-
This sounds very Central America or South America.
Yeah,
This sounds like some jungle shit.
Yeah, no, it's definitely from a lush green area. That's not popping up in like Tornado Alley, like in a.
That sucks. Well, I'll never get any fucking real fresh dragon fruit. That's disappointing. That's disappointing. A little while ago, I didn't know what the fuck it was.
Well, I mean,
There's a bunch of other fucking.
I'm sure you
fruits.
can find them places. You can fucking totally find them. Like,
You got to go to like
go to a fucking Whole Foods. They have everything.
yeah, exactly.
like,
a Whole
there's
Foods,
some
or even
fucking
like
shit
a
that.
Giant. They got wacky
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, they got some weird shit.
I never go
sometimes.
into Giant because it's so fucking expensive. Like,
I thought Giant was like one of the cheaper ones or something. I thought everybody was against like Safeway or something. I don't.
I fuck both of them.
I don't
I'm an
know.
Aldi's guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we get shit from Aldi's around here. Like, I mean, not everything. If I want like a good steak or whatever, I used to always go to Shoppers. I don't know. I don't really have any allegiance to any of those fucking grocery
Yeah,
stores.
no, I'm not one of those like brand elitist things where it's like, oh, you'll never catch me in one of these places.
It's whatever's closest to the fucking house.
Yeah, like-
that's basically
Really, the meats thing, I think, is the only preference or something.
Yeah.
Or at least, like, as far as my husband's concerned, like, he definitely prefers, like, one over another or something, depending upon, like, what it is we're going for or something.
This place
I
has
don't
got
fucking
the
know.
good meats.
The good meat.
Yeah, I was listening to speaking.
Here for the insults, home of the good meat.
Yeah, you goddamn right, fucking right. I want that as a fucking. That's the next. That's our new fucking
Next drop.
slogan.
Yeah, there you go.
That's our new fucking slogan. At least when it's just me. Sean's not the. Sean's a bit spoiled. Sean's like he's on the discounted price because tomorrow is his expiration date. You know what I mean? But he's still in the meat case. He's still meaty, but not as fresh.
That shrimp that's kind of a little bit too green. That's a box and save, but you can get like 3 pounds of it for $10. So I mean,
That's like the sketchy shrimp.
yeah.
I mean, it's still good though. I eat all that fucking shit. I mean, you cook it up, it'll be fine.
Yeah. It's really sanitizing it. I mean, what does an autoclave do that steaming and shit like that in a pressure cooker wouldn't?
Autoclave. That's a big word.
Yeah, it's what we sterilize tattoo equipment in and
Oh, okay.
piercing
Thank you
stuff
for
and
clearing that up
everything.
because I was like, what the fuck is autoclave?
medical equipment and stuff.
You gotta
It's
remember who you're
basically
talking to.
It's a medical pressure cooker, basically. Like, you bag things up, you put it in there, and it like pressure and steams and heat and everything, and
Oh, wow.
sterilizes it, and like it's in the pouch, so nothing else can get in there with it and stuff. So it's like hermetically sealed and shit. So
Is
you
this
have,
like a machine kind of thing?
Yeah. It literally is like a front-loading, usually like fucking medical pressure cooker. That's really the best way I can describe
It's like
it.
a big dishwasher kind of.
Yeah, kinda. But it doesn't actually get hit with the water. It just steams like a motherfucker.
Ooh. Well, like a steamer. We had a.
Yeah, Cleveland steamers. Yeah.
I hope to God you're not cleaning up tattoo nails with that.
Just take a shit in an autoclave and set that to fucking 60 minutes.
I don't know where that term ever came from. I don't even think I want to find out. I don't know.
Where it originated?
I doubt that. I feel like people have been shitting on each other for probably a long time. At least, I mean, a certain amount of people. I don't want anybody shitting on me, though.
Maybe it was invented by, some dude that worked at a rug cleaning company in Ohio. Word got around.
No, speaking, because, I was speaking of shitting and all that. Since I was mentioning my cousin Brandon earlier and him being the tour manager of the Murder Junkies. I know Gigi Allen is. I've seen the band once. I actually recently just started listening to some of their newer stuff. It's just 100%. So it's so vulgar. It's funny though, but I went back on YouTube and there's an old Gigi Allen documentary from '93, and I watched that entire thing. And then there's a newer one that was just on Showtime called The Allens.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't watched that because I don't have Showtime or anything like that. But dude was pretty fucking ridiculous.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah, I
don't know
it's
too much, but I do know a little bit about Gigi Allen. Like,
it's
I've
like
at
a
least seen like some like pictures of him with his tattoos, flinging shit, and the fucking mustache and everything, covered in blood, all that. Yeah. Like,
do yourself a favor, and it's on YouTube. It's free. I watched it like last night. It's called Hated, and there's a doc, and I remembered it because I think I saw it when I was living with the hippies back in the day. I'm pretty sure I saw it there.
the hippies.
Yeah, I mean, it's gross.
Yeah.
It's definitely gross. There's a couple parts of it that are like, ugh. There's one like this chick pissing in his mouth. It's fucking.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's fucking gross.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's no worse than watching a John Waters movie, and I love his shit. So,
Who's John Waters?
John Waters is a Baltimore filmmaker.
Oh, no, I know,
who
never mind.
does
I'm
like
sorry.
all the pink flamingos and fucking
the thin
like,
mustache.
Yeah.
I've never seen any of his movies. I don't think.
Pink
or have
flamingos,
I?
Pecker, fucking what was it, like Dirty Shame or something? Like, he's done a shit ton of them. Pink Flamingos is by far probably one of the most fucked up ones, though, where Divine eats dog shit, like literal dog shit. Like,
Lovely.
Yeah. So you got like this.
I hate stuff like that.
Like tall, fat, bald, fucking like all made up drag queen on all fours eating dog shit. Like, it's just and it was not.
It's a little troubling.
Yeah. And then like in that movie also like two people are fucking and they get a chicken involved and just smother it to death and everything and like this was made in like I want to say the 70s or something, like maybe even earlier. I can't fucking remember, but like the chicken, they said about it later on that apparently the chicken was bought from one of those like live kill farms or whatever, where you pick the chicken, they chop the head off, pluck it, you know, do all that shit for you.
Right.
So they were like, look, the chicken was gonna fucking die anyway. You know, it just got to be in a movie before it died. We cooked it and ate it later. You know,
Yeah.
so like it's still fucked up though, because I mean, like I feel like chopping the head off a chicken, as you know, fucked up as that imagery is and everything, is less fucking terrible than like smushing it between two actors like dry humping in a film set.
Yeah.
Like, for all I know, with everything going on in that fucking movie, they weren't dry humping. I don't fucking know.
I couldn't tell you either because I don't fucking have a single flying clue about
fucking art. All right, that's all I can say about Gigi Allen, John Waters, and everything. It's fucking art.
Listen,
you know?
I still support my cousin, and I still support like the current murder junkies or whatever. Gigi Allen could have never existed in today's world.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not, dude.
There's a whole lot of awful with that guy. I mean, you know, like there's a
fucking poster child for mental illness, dude.
Yeah, it's beyond that though.
Yeah.
Like I don't have. Listen, just watch the documentary.
Yeah,
like put that in your thing. It's worth it. It's only, like I said, it's only like 45 minutes, so it's easily digestible.
Yeah, I've watched way more shit on YouTube.
Well, the thing that's the other thing, like with Netflix, like every goddamn fucking thing I want to watch is another fucking series, and it's like I can only commit. This is such a whiny thing to bitch about, though. Like, all these fucking options for entertainment, and I'm still not fucking happy.
Yeah, it's also one of those things that we're adults, we got shit going on, you know, fucking work and everything else, and like when it comes to free time and availability and everything, sometimes you just have like an hour and a half, you want to watch something or whatever, like 45 minutes or something, but then they turn everything into like a fucking like 5-season series and shit, drag stuff out, pad it out. Like
it's like I just die to like
I really like
if it's a documentary, can we keep it just like a 1-part documentary? It's like 2 hours. However, that being said, the Ken Burns documentary on the Vietnam War is on there, and that's long as fuck, but it's totally worth watching. It's so good.
There's some things that
so
are done
good.
well.
I was sucked in like a tractor beam to that motherfucker. I knocked that out, and that's like 9 parts, and like each part's like fucking 2 hours and some change. Yeah, it's brutal, but I learned a lot. I don't know. I mean, like I can get into some of the history stuff, and plus, if you watch a lot of his older, Ken Burns done a whole lot of those history documentaries.
Mm-hmm.
But this, like Vietnam, there is substantial footage there's footage of World War II, but not to the level of Vietnam.
Oh, absolutely not.
we
Vietnam was like,
yeah.
fucking might as well have been a Skype call that lasted fucking
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, but like I watched like the older, like I watched one on the Civil War, and it was just really boring. Like when it would just be like a painting of the person and then like a quote from them, and like with this music in the background, and I really wanted to watch the whole thing, but I was like, it was a snooze fest. I was like, God damn, this sounds like just some shit that they would put on in history class when there's a substitute.
Felt more like a film strip or something.
I mean, that's basically all it was.
Yeah.
But it was because it was made in like '94, and
Yeah.
there's no like there's a couple pictures from the Civil War era, but there's not like footage, you know.
Yeah, of course. You get like paintings and quotes and shit. But yeah, like that's why, like, with Vietnam, there's like so many fucking hours of coverage of you see it like real time and everything of like not real time, but you know what I mean, like what was going on exactly. Not a recounting, not a reenactment, not a painting, not. My thing just went out. Hold on, my headphones.
Oh,
cut the fuck out for whatever reason.
No, you're still good.
Okay.
There you go. I got a short in that fucking box there.
Gotcha. Okay.
No, you're still good. It's acted, it's behaved itself for a while.
Yeah.
Today,
the cord was hanging.
Yeah, I don't know where I've replaced everything in that fucking connection there, and it still finds ways to short out because I'm not an audio professional. If anyone's listened to this podcast, they're already well aware of that.
But yeah, like Vietnam was one of those things where like people that weren't involved with the war could actually see what was going on versus like, just the people that were stuck clueless at home waiting on letters or information, what they could know, what they couldn't know, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
We're so like just saturated with 24-hour news, push notifications, and everything else that it's like, when a fucking canary farts on the other side of the fucking world a second after it happens.
It's definitely a lot harder to get away with shit.
Oh, fucking dude. Everything's a camera, So,
yeah, basically. Yeah. Like, I don't even know how you would, like, murder someone without not like I'm legitimately considering it or
Google
anything.
search. How do you...
Yeah, I feel like,
Fuck it, we've been Googling everything else.
Well, I know, but I don't feel like the FBI will be on the other end of that little camera on the top there until like I fucking start. How do you get away with murder? Like,
they actually made a TV show called that. I never watched it, but it was like How to Get Away with Murder or whatever. I didn't see a single episode of it, but it was like popping up on everybody's like search list and shit because they were looking up.
Is this recent?
Yeah, it's like, what is it, a Netflix show or was it on fucking TV? I don't know, I can't remember. Like, when it comes to the entertainment shit and everything, like after Game of Thrones has come to an end and like the Avengers shit has kind of wrapped up mostly, I'm now reevaluating how much time I'm spending on something, like looking at shit where it's like 22 movies over 10 years and 10 years of these seasons of this show and hours, and it's like
it's a lot to fucking digest,
dude. And it's like, I know those aren't the only things that I've been into that I like binge watched and everything else, so like now I'm just kind of taking into account how much time I've spent, like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on it. There's always going to be times I'm just going to want to like, sit down and defrag my brain, just stare off into oblivion.
For
like,
sure.
Yeah, that's healthy. You need that. You need a small amount of that from time to time, whether it's TV, video games, or just watching paint dry. But like, like just taking into account how many things I get invested into, just because recently, and I don't want to like cause a debate on with anybody who watched Game of Thrones or has been through all Endgame shit and everything. But I'm
one of those people.
Okay,
I haven't seen a single episode, and
cool,
like
so we won't have to get into it. But
no.
like, I just wasn't like really happy with how like things were wrapped up, whether it was pacing or other stuff. And
but
it's
how
like,
many
God damn,
shows?
dude, I committed how much? Yeah, same thing with like Dexter and a bunch of
The
other
Sopranos.
shit. Yeah, Sopranos and stuff. Like, there's been a lot of shit that it's like it runs for years and years. I feel like Breaking Bad's the only one that got it right because that just like told its story and got the fuck off.
Me and my girl watched that, and she like because we watched that and like The Sopranos, and it was just like one show after another shitty. Like, well, as she said, Breaking Bad, she didn't like the ending, but like I told her, I was like, And she's like, well, what happened to Jesse? I'm like, you don't need to know everything about everything in every fucking movie.
He went off to do a Need for Speed movie that was fucking terrible.
Did he?
Yeah. When the show first wrapped up, it was like right before that movie came off, and this is what I'll always remember. It was hilarious to me because like right after that scene of Jesse fucking like, yeah,
When he's like rolling out of that.
Yeah, rolling out in the fucking car. The very next thing that played was a commercial for that Need for Speed movie where it was him in a car going, yeah, like, but not as dirty and shit, and talking about his brother needing him or something. I don't fucking know. Like,
No shit. I didn't see it live. Like, I watched it like years later on Netflix. Like,
No.
I actually watched Breaking Bad probably like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, no, my
That
husband was late
that
to
might
it.
be the best like of any of those series. It's really hard for me to go up over Sopranos because I still think Sopranos was a little bit better.
I got into Sopranos late and never really did like the back shuffle on it. Like I got the keynotes on it here and there, like bits.
It's
and
on
pieces
Amazon.
And stuff.
It's worth
I
watching all the way
I think
through.
I picked up around the time that he was holding like his nephew's nose shut. And,
Oh
like,
Christ, that's towards the. That's,
yeah, that's
way
like right
late,
at the end.
Way
That's
late.
right at the end.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. I'm the type of person, or at least I was the type of person. Maybe I'll get back into this. Like, wait till something starts drumming up a little bit.
It's worth
you know?
watching from the start because like the show is actually it's not one of those ones like oh well it's not really good until it gets to season whatever.
Yeah.
Like The Sopranos is fucking interesting and shit from like the Jump Street. It's good shit. I enjoyed the ever loving fuck out of it. And like Paulie Gutierrez, aka Paulie Walnuts, is like he's like my fucking superhero.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. Like, besides like being laid up from surgery or the flu or something like that, I don't know if I'm really gonna be backlogging too many like other like series or something.
No,
you know what I mean?
Like, at a certain
know.
point, it's like, all right, I invested all this time into this. Was that worth it? Was it productive?
Yeah,
Did I get anything out of it?
Like, I mean, yeah, there's certain things that it's like, oh no, I totally got enjoyment out of it, whether the ending.
That's why I don't like when
you
you see like on video games where you can track how many hours you played.
Yeah,
because that's like,
ooh, 800 hours on this.
You're a fucking piece of shit. Yeah, it's like, god damn. You know, it's when you feel.
It's like I know some people see that as a badge of honor, where it's like, yeah, look at how many hours.
No, you fucking dork.
Yeah, but meanwhile, I'm sitting there going like, oh.
Yeah,
fuck.
it makes me feel like a fucking. It's like I need to go for a walk or something. Like, you know what I mean?
But it's like even if you break it down over the course of a year, you're still just looking at that number 800 or something, and you're just like, fuck.
I gotta look on
and how many times was I actually playing the game, and how many times was I just sitting there fucking around in inventory or settings or something like that, or just had it like,
right.
Yeah, you know.
I gotta check that on Red Dead because I've been stuck on that fucking game for a long, long while. More so than any fucking game that I've played fucking forever. I don't know. You got the. I spent a whole lot of fucking time wasted on that fucking shit. So. Yeah. But it's good. It's it's fun. Ride around on a horse and shoot people and stuff.
Yeah. Recently, I've been playing Fallout 76 with my husband a bit.
Never playing any of those.
I know there was like a cold reception to it because like they fucking fumbled real goddamn hard with it when they first came out. But I don't know. I'm a Fallout fan. I got a ton of shit decorating my fucking office with like Fallout stuff. So
oh really?
I don't play all that often. I'm not that hardcore, and I'm not that hard to impress. Honestly, I can't make a fucking video game, so who the fuck am I?
Yeah, me either.
So it was one of those things. I'm like, give it a couple months, like whatever. And it's super fun now. Me and him can just like run around, do dumb shit and everything. It's
you do like the online play together or whatever?
Yeah. Like we do like a lot of gaming stuff together, or try to find games that we can play together. Now, there's certain ones that he plays that I'm not really into, like,
I don't know if you're trying to, like, plug something in. You gotta...
Huh?
Yeah, you gotta... Oh. What do you got that hooked up to?
My battery pack.
Oh, wow. Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
I also saw you with the fumbling with a USB port. I'm like, you need me to plug it in over here?
No,
look at that.
Yeah,
that's fancy. That's cool.
I kill my phone battery so much, and then I had jury duty one day and did not have a battery pack with me and shit. So, like, after that, I was like, I'm getting a goddamn battery pack. So I wasn't just going to get one of those shit ones from CVS that's like thin as a credit card and lasts like 5 minutes, you know, just enough to make a
Like
call to AAA an emergency or something.
Yeah, you can get like 30% battery on it.
Yeah, that bitch can like, you know, fucking...
It'll make it'll get hot as the fucking sun.
Yeah. Now, that thing actually doesn't get too hot or anything. Like, it doesn't really heat up. It slow charges and stuff, but like, it can recharge my phone like 10 times. So I don't have to worry about that running out real quick and just being a dead battery sitting
Don't
there.
they have like those ones where it's like they have like a solar panel on the top of it?
Yeah,
those are
I've seen
pretty
those.
cool. Like if you're like going to like a festival or whatever. But it would depend on how effective that solar panel is.
Yeah, I
It's
actually...
like I feel like I could get really pissed off with that motherfucker. It's a
Yeah,
cloudy
I got a couple of those as gifts for a few artist friends of mine because their iPads are always dead. You know, because like they either forget to charge it or there's not an outlet or something.
Well, every goddamn thing I own's on a fucking battery.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the only good thing is that everything's on the same fucking charger for the most part.
Well, like one of my friends like travels abroad and stuff. So then like when you go over to like, you know, England or Sweden or any of those other places, like the plugs are all different and shit. You have to have adapters, or there has to be like adapters available or something. Way easier just to have like a battery pack with shit. You're gonna need it on the trip anyway, so you might as well fucking have it. You know, that way you don't have to worry about it.
I've never been. I need to get like somewhere over there. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, no,
I mean, I've gone to Mexico a whole bunch, but
I've never been like abroad or anything like that. I'm just now starting to travel, like, you know, different states, like up, down, and around and shit like that. I'd imagine. I mean, like you get featured with like any other like tattoo stuff, or like in other areas, or it's just specifically here in Baltimore. Mostly up here, but been down to Virginia a couple times. I'm trying to spread out a little bit, but it also is one of those things of like. Travel, lodging, things like that. Like, is it worth going out there versus, you know what I mean?
I mean, it would be cool to go out there, and if like you were expecting to take a loss, to just do it just for the trip. But I mean, you can only do that so much. You know?
Exactly.
I got bills to pay, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, hey, there's a tattoo thing going on down in Florida or something. I'm actually supposed to be going to New Jersey coming up soon. Anybody that, I don't know if this reaches anywhere near Jersey, hey, if you have any friends that are in Jersey, tell them that I'll be at the Wildwood convention in August.
Wildwood convention. You have a dates on that?
I have no fucking idea. It's August.
What a plug!
You can Google the Wildwood Tattoo Convention.
Yeah, Google it. Figure it out if you want to go.
Yeah, I'm terrible with that. Like it's on my calendar. I wasn't expecting to plug shit. Wildwood Tattoo Convention.
2019.
Yeah, I don't know how many of them they have. This is from Villain Arts.
Looks like it's going to be, the weekend of Friday, August 9th to the 11th. It's at the Wildwood. What the fuck? I didn't mean to do that. It's at the Wildwood Convention Center, 4501 Boardwalk, Wildwood, New Jersey.
Yeah, so that's one of those things that, like, I don't really have clients that are up in New Jersey or anything like that, so I'm just going to draw up some random stuff or whatnot, have that sitting around. It's worth the experience to be out there.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, the boardwalk's right there. I don't know. I'm going to go fucking gank a bunch of claw machines and, you know, just be dumb me for a little bit or something.
It'd probably be a good fucking time.
It's not Maryland. It's something different, you know.
For sure. Like I love going to, like, out-of-state. Like, I would always make a point to go into, like, one show in Philadelphia, like, every year. Because Philly has, like, just an awesome fucking metal scene.
Well, the last time I went to Jersey was for Rammstein show back when me and Jeremy first started dating.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Yeah, like that was like a while ago. That was 2010, something like that. Yeah.
That's fucking awesome, though. I saw Rammstein once.
I got my thigh tattooed literally like a day before that, so I was raw meat, and like we had
was this like an outdoor thing?
No, it was indoor, and we had nosebleed seats at the time because like we got in late and shit, and like that, you know,
they're
tickets and
expensive
stuff.
Anyway, but you don't have to like. Rammstein's such a big production, you don't really have to be so close to enjoy it.
Yeah, it was kind of cool to see everything going on. And bonus points for being up in the stands because we had the coolest like dad there in his Bruce Springsteen jean jacket, nicotine-stained existence, and his two kids who had normal haircuts that had been spiked up into mohawks with like just a lot of gel and shit. To see those two little motherfuckers losing their goddamn minds to, "You got a pussy! I have a dick up! So what's the problem?" Oh my god, it was fucking amazing. Me and my husband are just standing there like, "Are you seeing this? Oh, this is fucking incredible. I ain't even mad. I ain't mad at all.
No, not at
Like,
all.
this is amazing." I
mean,
gotta wonder how many like kids knew every fucking word. So I'm like, how many times were they blasting this in Dad's
that's good
car?
stuff, though. Like, at least they're jamming out to that and not like some fucking, run-of-the-mill pop garbage, mumble rap or
Five-finger death
whatever.
punch.
They're young. If they are into it, I'll give them the excuse that they're young. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They get a lot of, like, here's the thing, though. Like that band gets a whole lot of shit, and people talk a whole lot of shit about them, but it's like the Nickelback effect.
Oh, yeah, no.
It doesn't matter. Nickelback can play a fucking
Yeah.
arena, and they will still pack that bitch to the fucking gills.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just cool to fucking shit on them.
Yeah, no, it is.
I'd rather listen to Nickelback than Five Finger Death Punch, though. Straight up. If I'm taking one or the other, like, I would, Nickelback will get on my nerves less.
I mean, I can't even shit on them. They're successful, so I mean, hey, they must be doing something fucking right.
Maybe
so
I need to start, like, my band, we need to just come, like, much bigger douchebags. But, like, I used to get
love
drunk.
ballads. Fucking love ballads, dude.
I
Just
can't
like,
ri-
girl, I don't know, just fucking whatever. You gotta.
You left me here now.
Yeah, you're really gonna sound like you're crying in a Motel 6 or something. You gotta get that Aaron Lewis stained fucking playing guitar on the couch.
God damn. I'd rather listen to
while.
Nickelback than him, too.
Yeah, like.
I will, like, the first Stained album I'll fuck with, but if you're, like, listening to any of that, or for sure, if it's any of his more recent country boy bullshit,
I have not heard any of that stuff.
you, by all means, you consider yourself lucky. Because, like, it was just, when my coworkers and stuff would listen to Pandora and all that kind of crap, it would come up from time to time. I can't remember the title of the song. The song is so goddamn awful, though. I'm not even being like over dramatic. It's painfully bad. He's like, I got a fucking flag and don't tread on me. It's fucking awful.
Oh.
It's that, like, what's also funny about, like, you probably have been abreast of the Aaron Lewis fucking news as of late, but he's had like 3 different solo shows that he's done where he's walked off stage on the people because people wouldn't be quiet, and I was like laughing so hard. I'm like, oh my god,
supposed to be into it or something. I don't know.
Dude, they paid for their ticket. Just play your fucking
Yeah.
song. Like, I mean, whatever. Like,
I don't
it's
know.
not like you're a comedian.
Yeah.
You know, like, comedian, I have to hear exactly what he's saying. You're playing acoustic guitar to a fucking bar full of fucking drunks.
Yeah.
And, like, they're just there to see your music.
Yeah.
And, like, you want to go on a whole spiel and get all fucking serious about how big of a deal you are or whatever. Just play your fucking music. I don't know. I don't want anybody doing the acoustic covers thing anyway.
Yeah.
It's a played out. It's
I don't know.
It's because only a few of them have done it really well.
Okay.
All the other bands that fucking do it,
There's-
it's not that good.
There's one acoustic cover that I absolutely love, though, and it's Everlast doing a cover of "Jump Around."
That would make me mad.
No, it is amazing. It is amazing. It is just happy playing in the backyard fucking music because he would do these acoustic shows for his Whitey Ford stuff.
Right.
You know, fucking might know what it's like,
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
shit and everything. The shit that you can play acoustically. And then when he would ask for requests, there was always some asshole in the back that would yell,
Of
"Jump
course.
around," obviously.
Yeah.
So then he starts thinking about, like, what would an acoustic version of "Jump Around" sound like?
Jing, jing, bear. Like, do like
It-
a little pick scrape or
It,
something.
it actually is pretty fucking catchy. Check it out sometime if you feel like it. Look it up. It's fucking. I'll make you listen to it before I fucking leave. No,
No, you won't. You won't make me do shit.
you can't fucking make me.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, if we're really...
I can't shit on anybody's taste in music, though. I listen to mumble rap. I listen to some country stuff. I listen to a little bit of
I'm an
everything.
opinionated
If
prick
it gets
about
if it
music.
gets wormed into my fucking ear, I'll listen to it. I don't care, dude. Fucking. I don't know if you watch Black Mirror at all, but
No.
there's an episode that just came out with the recent season. Miley Cyrus does a cover of Nine Inch Nails' "Head Like a Hole."
That
Yeah.
makes my head hurt.
Oh, dude, no. If that makes your head hurt, wait until like you hear the her adjusted version of it. It goes with the story of it because she plays like a manipulated pop singer or whatever. But they they took the song and turned it into a motivational pop song. So it's like, I'm on a roll, achieving my goals.
Oh,
it's
yo, fuck
fucking
you.
awful. Oh, dude, I felt like my face was gonna slide off my fucking skull when I first started watching that episode. It fits with the episode, and if you're a fan of Black Mirror, it's probably going to be one of your favorites of the new season, but, like, it is just,
I won't support that fucking garbage. That shit can get fucked just like Game of Thrones and get fucked.
No, you might actually like it because she's basically being manipulated by, I don't want to spoil anything.
You can
but,
spoil
like,
away because I won't remember.
But, yeah, I
Fuck
mean, how big is the
everybody that
viewership for this? No offense, but, like,
not that big.
Yeah. By the time this hits, by the time anybody's listening to this, like, fucking, it's already been out for months. But, yeah, like, fucking, she's manipulated by her manager and shit, and she's all, fuck this shit, fuck you, I don't want to fucking do this anymore. Like, yeah. But she's on contract till she's 25, and then shit rolls downhill. So, but yeah.
Awesome.
It's entertaining. It's definitely entertaining if you're into the Black Mirror stuff, but like Black Mirror is basically one of those you either love it or hate it. I know people that have watched like an episode of it. The very first episode, the Prime Minister fucks a pig to
nice.
To like pay ransom on like a kidnapped princess. Yeah.
How does one affect the other? How do you? We don't even need to go down that fucking
no,
rabbit hole.
No, she's kidnapped, and the request is that the Prime Minister has to fuck a pig on live television, or she's going to be killed by a certain time or something. And they're trying to find ways around it. They can't do green screen. They can't do still shots or anything like that. Like, there's ways around it that it has to be live. It has to be this and shit. It has to be the climax, you know? Yeah, fucking terrible.
How do you...
Like, but yeah, then he's like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to fucking do it. And then word comes down from the queen, like, you're fucking doing it. Like, if it's between you and the life of the princess, guess who's fucking that pig, dude? Like... Yeah, so
how do you even...
that is season 1, episode 1. How Black Mirror starts out the fucking gate,
okay.
And then it's like one of those like
maybe
every
I'll
episode's like its own little Twilight Zone episode sort of thing or something.
Really?
It all has to do with technology and shit. I don't know. Like I feel like I'm plugging everything on this.
Yeah, I mean,
here's what to watch on Netflix and what to drink at Starbucks and shit.
I
mean, here for the insults. Hi. Just adding that feminine touch to this shit, aren't I? I'm gonna hang curtains over that little shitty window there. I don't know, maybe some.
Hey, yeah, you should. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. We're gonna eventually.
I'm gonna bring my own chair next time.
Hey, go fucking go for it. I know that like the accoutrements with this fucking show are.
Don't tell me that shit. I'm gonna show up here with like a Snorlax beanbag chair and do this shit from the floor.
You can do that if you would like.
Yeah.
If that made you comfortable, it would be absolutely fine.
I have my own solo show down here, just like hanging out.
Hanging out.
On the floor. Here's the dog.
I'm hanging out in Matt's basement. He doesn't know I'm here right now. No. Just let myself in.
Pirate radio.
Hey, if you can get the dog down here, though, I'll be impressed. She will not come down here. She's not. We had like she spent like 8 years of her life in a house that was one floor. So she's freaked out by stuff.
She's like a cow. She doesn't know how to go downstairs.
She can go down like the 3 out front.
Well, yeah, like small bits, but like the long stairs.
I put
Maybe it's a tall one that fucks her up. The one at the top.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, she'll come down those 3. It's making the turn to go down the other one. Because
there's more? No.
I put fucking milk bones on each step. She still wouldn't.
You gotta get like a handicap ramp or something.
Basically, it's just like I don't need the dog down here anyway. Like, I mean, if I wanted to pick her up and really traumatize her and carry her ass down here, maybe I could. But like, we've lived here for 2 years. The dog's never been in the basement.
Huh.
A cat is, obviously.
Well, yeah, cats have no boundaries. They don't give a fuck. Like, I'm surprised the cat's not in the ceiling right now. Just in the aluminum foil.
She usually just like she'll creep down here. Whatever. Anytime she enters the room down here, though, she goes right into prowl mode. But that's normally because like before we got it waterproof down here, we used to get a lot of crickets. I haven't seen so many crickets. She'd be down here killing the fuck out of them. Come down here and like be just cricket corpses everywhere.
When I lived in Pasadena, we had a basement that, like fucking spider crickets. Spider fucking crickets,
dude.
Those
are gross.
Oh my god, I hate those fucking things. Whatever asshole brought those camelback cave crickets from out in Arizona, yes, I learned that from the side of a U-Haul truck. Whoever brought those motherfuckers with them out here to Maryland, because they're not supposed to be out here.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
No, apparently they're not supposed to be out here. And, like I said, I learned this from the side of a U-Haul truck and then looked it up because going down the road one day, just playing on my fucking phone in the passenger seat, and I look over, and there's one of those spider crickets painted on the side of a U-Haul.
Who would do that?
What sadistic fuck would pick that of all things to put on the side of the... And there's an outline of Arizona and shit, and it says that it's the camelback cave cricket. Now, I always called them spider crickets because, like, the first time I saw them, thought it was a spider because it's got a tiny body
That's what
and
everybody
8 legs,
calls them.
and then it's got the little cricket back legs, you know? So it was a spider cricket or a spricket, if you
Yeah.
want to just, like, mush the words together and shit. But yeah, so they
It was
were always called
probably-
sprickets, which, you know, is the most fucking Maryland name for a bug you don't understand, because there's no way it's called a spricket. But, like, yeah, camelback cave cricket, and it's usually found, like, in the caves in, like, Midwest and stuff, in dank, cold, like, dark environments.
That's why it likes basements.
That's why they're always in the fucking basement, yeah.
I blame Sheriff Joe. That's his fault.
Okay,
Because
yeah,
it's Arizona.
gotcha.
Do you
I
know
don't-
Sheriff Joe?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Not
He's
ring the bell.
He's been real like polarized, and he's got like the jails over there where they're like outside in fucking tents, and they have to
that
wear
cunt.
like pink fucking
That cunt. Yeah,
that
him.
guy
Okay, yeah.
Joe Arapapai or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
He's responsible for the sprickets as far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
He is a spricket.
Yeah,
He's actually a bunch of them in a trench coat.
I'm gonna kill it. I think that we're.
All right.
Shit, this might go on record for our longest episode. We're at about an hour and a half.
Woo! Damn.
I'm just starting to get mentally frazzled. But
Oh, no, it's all good. It's been a long day and shit. I ate Taco Bell and took a power nap and stuff, you know.
yeah, I like Taco Bell, but I never feel good about it after I eat it.
Oh,
you know
no,
what I mean?
never. You're not supposed to. That's not why you eat Taco Bell.
But you know,
No.
they do make some delicious shit. Anyway, one more time, I got a show this Saturday at Fishhead Fate Maker Music Festival 2. It's an all-day festival. Doors are at like noon, and we play at 5:30. If you want to make out, come to the show or whatever, give me a holler. I got tickets for you. And then July 10th, we'll be at the Depot. Infinite Terror presents Gutted Christ and us, Scissorfest, and Fatal Agent, Molander, and one other name right now I can't think of. But my apologies to that. And that's all I'm going to plug for right now. And we will catch you when I'm not sure it will be next week or how this scheduling is going to go, but or how it'll happen when it gets put up. But Crystal, thank you for coming by and hanging out and doing a podcast with me. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, anytime.
We will catch you next time, and toodles.
And I want to look them straight in the eye, and I want to tell them what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is! Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?